First of all, I love our country. I think we're a great country, and we do a lot of great things well. But we do a couple of things poorly. And one of the things we do really poorly is talk about race. We don't really do it at all, actually. We yell at each other. And as I like to say about race, you can't go over it. You can't go under it. You can't go around it. You got to go through it. And until we learn in this country to have a constructive discussion of it, and one of them is not ignoring history, by the way. That's not constructive. Then we're going to have a really hard time. That's the first thing. The second thing I would say is this, is that every country, the greatest strength that every country has is each of us individually, right? And making sure that the capital that we possess in our bodies, we have the ability to realize all the gifts that have been given to us, and then we become indivisible. And if we waste or we throw away or we don't think a certain group of people in America is valuable, we're going to be less strong as a country. And so one of the things that it occurred to me, and I heard it on the earlier panel, one of the parents who was talking about one of their children that was incarcerated and had some really difficult mental challenges, talked about his son thinking that one of his acts was rational. I remember listening to these stories of these kids shooting each other, and I had a couple of press conferences, and I said, this is irrational. This doesn't make any sense that you would walk up to somebody that you know and shoot him in the head because they just disrespected you the day before. It's not in my wheelhouse. And it turns out after I talked to these kids that it was perfectly rational to them, because they said, in my world, if you don't shoot, you're going to get shot. And the fact, we have to admit that we have created an environment in which our young children, who could just as soon be my sons, think that the way to solve a problem is to shoot each other in the head. Now, there's something that we're doing that's wrong.